So in today's video, we are going to be doing a no budget van build out of items that I got out the house and out of my shed. So we are going to be starting with the bed. I'm going to jump straight into it, and I'm going to show you the items that we got to do a bed build. Okay, so I turned the camera around here and I want to show you. First off, I got these here 2x4s from Love out the backyard. Something that he don't use before, but it was just laying around to do a bed build. Okay, now I have, this is not my idea, and then we are going to be using this here table. This is one of those lifetime tables that you get from like Sam's or whatever, you know, BJ's and stuff like that. But this is one of those lifetime tables that we're going to be using right here. And then we also have this here piece of, what's this? This is a mattress topper here. That's what it's called, a mattress topper. I kind of lost my thought there, but it's a 4-inch mattress topper. This was Mia's own. This was for her bed, and she got a new one, so we are actually going to use this here for the bed. Okay, so those are what we're going to be using to build the bed. Now I also have, let me show you this thing. I also have this that was laying around. I said a no budget. Okay, this is still new. I brought this, I had this for a couple of years now. I got this for my daughters when we had built them some loft, but they didn't, you know, want this. Let me turn it around and see if you can see what it is. It's a bed skirt. So let me cut this light off. So it's a bed skirt, a 42-inch bed skirt. It fits a twin XL bed, and this is what we're going to be using. And my idea is to kind of use it to hide the understorage from, you know, the stuff that's going to be up under the bed, if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. So we are going to be able to use this, and I'm so excited to see how that turns out. For the bed also, we have some sheeting, some bedding from Mia. Thank you, Mia. The other stuff don't fall down here, so let's grab this. So we have some sheets and some pillowcases here, you know, that we got from Mia, stuff that she don't use for her bed, but it was in her stuff. So we'll be using this. These here, I'm gonna be using these here, you know, for the bed. You know, some throws. I got these last year for Christmas, but ended up not using them, and then I didn't take them back. So this is we'll be able to put them to use. I was gonna use them for Christmas, but right now we're gonna use those for the van build. So I think that's everything that we are going to be using for the bed. I think that's everything. Now we're going to get on to some seating. Okay, so the seating that I found, if you're doing a van build, especially if you're doing it for multiple people, you're going to need some extra seating. Okay, so what we are going to be using for that is, I want to be using my chair. Now this chair I always stay in the van. Okay, it got some stuff on here. I'm gonna, hopefully I can clean that off and cut the camera off. So this is some I think it's the adhesive, the glue that came out for the Kills mat. I don't know if you can see her, but on the, cut the light off again. On this Kills mat, that the glue, some places the glue, that adhesive, it come off and it's black. I think that's what it is, and it got up on my chair. So we're gonna be using that chair. I also got this here stool out the house. So far that's the seating. That's our seating arrangement, and that's all we have for seating. Okay, so that's it. So we got the seating taken care of. Now entertainment. Now this is the part that I've been waiting for. I'm so excited about this here. Let me show you what we got. I'm gonna have to get down out the van real quick and show you this here, because I'll be over here. So right here we actually, let me sit you up here so I can show you this. So we got some DVDs. Okay, we keep some DVDs on hand. We used to have almost 1,000 DVDs before, you know, Voodoo and all that stuff came out and got, you know, popular and all of that. We used to have tons of DVDs, and we got rid of it. Well, as soon as we got us a Voodoo account, we got rid of these DVDs. Shouldn't have done it, but anyways, we'll be using some of these here DVDs in the van for entertainment, because we got us a TV. Okay, this is the TV that we had in Dude room. Dude don't use this here TV, So it's been in our shed, and I saw it sitting up there. So I think it's like a 32-inch. So this would be perfect for the van. Okay, got a remote to it still. You know, I'm glad we found this here, because normally I always lose the remotes. And this is the cords and stuff for it. So we'll be using that. So that's our entertainment. Also, we brought the PlayStation out here a couple of days ago and hooked that up to the Blue Eddy, and that thing worked perfectly fine. We used it, actually, we connected it to that screen up there. You see the screen? We connected it to that, and Love Them was playing the game out here. We'll hook that up to see if it would actually work, and it worked. So, you know, we might have, you know, if we go somewhere, we'll be able to take the PlayStation along too. But I don't have that out here right now. So that's what we have so far for entertainment. Storage. What we're gonna be using for storage, if you want to know, this here. We got this here years ago from IKEA. This thing I've been used for so many different purposes. And we actually used to have this in the van years ago for Mia, so that when we go to appointments and stuff, it always stayed stocked in case we forgot something. It was being here. So we just gonna take this and restock it with stuff for Mia, just whatever we need. So this is going to come in real handy, this here. So far this is the only thing that we have for storage that we are going to be using for storage. Okay, so we got that. Now, one other thing that we are going to be needing for the van is some air. Okay, we don't have, I hope y'all can hear me, because it's late now and people out doing the four-wheelers and stuff like that, but and driving by, so it might be a little noisy. Okay. We gonna let them go on and do their thing. So yeah, I brought this out here because I thought that this would be a good addition to the van to give us some greenery. It's like bringing the outside into the inside. And yeah, I think this can handle like a lot of, what you call it, hot weather or whatever, like, and this drought, I don't know, I just tolerant or whatever, is drought tolerant, I think so. Don't quote me on that, I just think so. So I'm gonna get it cleaned up and wiped down and all of that stuff, and we're gonna be using this out here. And I hope it make it. I hope it, that's not, I don't be making a bad decision on that one. The last thing that I think that we're gonna be having, oh, also real quick, I got some pillows. Let me get these pillows. I brought some pillows to put in these pillowcases when we make up the bed. So these pillows, I got some pillows in here. They making all that noise, ain't going nowhere. But these pillows, I keep the pillows that I take out of my decorative pillows when I buy them, like from Home Goods and stuff like that, because they're not, some of them don't be good pillows. So I just brought some more pillows out from Amazon, and I just kept these, and I got a good use for them. So I'll be using those to put in these pillows. I actually have one here that we use, cut this lock, that we use this one. They small, I think they like 20 by 20s or something, 22, and it don't fill up the whole pillowcase, but it'll do. So we'll be using, it's 2 of them in here, so we'll be using those in the pillowcases, you know, to help, you know, fill up these pillows instead of going to buy pillows. I'm trying to use whatever I have. Okay, so that's the purpose of this here van bill right now, is to use what you got, because the holidays coming up and we ain't trying to spend no more money right now. Also, I think the last thing that I got to share with you is some rugs. Okay, so I got some rugs in the shed that I was gonna, a rug in the shed that I wanted to use, and I'm not gonna use it because it's too light. Okay, but I do have this rug. Let me show you this rug. I do have this rug here. Okay, I got this rug from Home Goods. It haven't been used, but I like the pattern on it. It's actually green. I don't know if it's coming off as blue, but I like it because it's a dark color. Even though some of the flowers and the prints on here are lighter, the rug, for the most, it's a dark color, and I think it'll do nice on the floor because of traffic in and out the van. Plus it's like rainy season here, and I don't want the thing to get, you know, if I don't want it to be, you know, too nasty looking, you know what I mean, all the dirt and stuff like that. So we'll be using this here, but like I said, this is not new, okay? I already had this, okay? And I have another rug I want to show you, and it is right here. This rug also, I got this rug. I haven't used it. I got this last year to bid. I think I got this last year or the year before. I think the year before. But we was at my daughter's house for the holiday season, so I didn't get to use it. I think that's when I got this here, the year before last year, yeah. And I got this from Costco because their rugs are so inexpensive and they are nice quality. So I got this one, and to just say welcome. And the fall is coming, so why not, you know, put a little fall touch in here now, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this at the door, you know, so when we get in, you know, it'll take some of the you know, dirt and stuff off our shoes. And also, when we get in the van, we always take off our shoes at the door anyway, so that kind of help keep it, you know, clean in here. And then I don't know if I showed you this, we are going to be using this here fan. This fan also came from Costco. It's a Wuzu. It's called Wuzu. Let me see. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see it, but it's a Wuzu, and this fan is so nice. Let me see. There you go. Yeah, so we got this off of Costco, and I'm so sorry about the noise. We got this from Costco, and this fan is extremely, it's like when I tell y'all this thing can blow some stuff, it really get down with the get down. It's just nice. It got an oscillation that it kind of goes side to side, but then it go up and down, which make it go like a circle or something. I can't really explain it. And then it's got some little settings on here, but you can set it for to go off whenever you need it to, you know, hours or whatever. And it's well, like a time. I'm talking about hours. It have a timer on it. So real quick, there's one more thing, two more things I forgot to show you. And the first thing is this here fresh lemon scent. It's a room spray that I got, you know, to put some little fragrance in the van. Also a snack, you know, can't go wrong with some hard candies. I got this out the house, and I'm gonna be putting this in here. Hopefully I can find a little dish or something plastic to put in here, so that, you know, we can get in here if we want to put a little candy in our mouth, you know, got a little piece of candy, something to little, you know, to munch on. But anyways, back to the video. We're gonna be using this here too. I'm gonna hook this back up. I brought this here a couple of years ago, also 2-3 years ago, and it's like one of them little fridges. I got this here from Sam's. From what I remember, it didn't get that cold, but I'm gonna try it again. So we'll be using this here too to put a couple of drinks in and see how that goes. You know, you never know. So this is it for today's video. This is all the stuff that I, you know, accumulated from the house to shed, and also from love. You know, I got my wood, my 2x4s. So that's all I have to show you. Don't forget to tune in to the next video, because we'll be decorating with this here stuff, and I'm sure I'm gonna probably find some other stuff that I can use too. Don't forget to sprinkle the channel, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.